PUBG Mobile has continued to release amazing new updates in response to the rise of their competition. Their latest update includes a new team deathmatch map called The Runes, so today PUBG has sponsored me to give you 41 tips and tricks for playing on that map. When you first spawn, you will be equipped with a Scar, which is a stable weapon and easy to use, but not ideal for advanced players. However, there will be a place nearby where you can select up to 7 other guns and the ability to add attachments. You have 20 seconds to do this before the match starts. On the south side, you can find those weapons here on this wall, and then the attachments are on this ledge over here. If you're on the north side, everything is found on these benches. If you open up your backpack, you will also find scopes that you can add to your guns according to your playstyle. One new feature of this map that is not available at the warehouse map is the ability to loot the weapon and ammo off the player's body after you kill them. The Runes is filled with a lot of non-symmetrical pathways, creating several hiding spots. When playing with randoms, I've noticed some players find a lot of success by hiding in one of these little nooks and killing other players as they pass by. I have a feeling they don't get as many kills by doing this, but since winning team deathmatch has more to do with your kill to death ratio, this is a smart tactic for increasing how often you win. The map does not have a fixed spawn point, but rather spawns you near your teammates. So if your team is able to find a good spot, then it is best to hold that position until you win the game. This map does not have a lot of passageways, so it is pretty easy to establish a defensible position. That being said, since players will spawn with grenades, you need to have some ability to move around so enemies won't be able to know exactly where you're standing and throw their grenade accordingly. One thing to take advantage of is the absence of the DMR, so it is easier to push with short-range weapons. The Kar98 is available, but it is difficult to use well on this map. In the backyard, there are 2 positions that I really like. This first one gives you good cover while being able to see both of these entrances. The second one gives you an incredible vantage point on enemies that pass through door A, and as long as you crouch, the enemies won't even see you until you stand up and start shooting. If you have a good team, one of my favorite strategies is to set up a defense at area A. I like to crouch here so I can defend players coming from path A and then have at least 2 teammates guarding path B and door A. Area A is relatively small, which allows us to support each other, and yet still we're able to see a large area of the map. If the enemy team is in area A, a counter method would be to take up this position in path A because it gives you a good vantage point for attacking them. Also, if they try to attack me, they will be exposed to fire coming from my teammates in area B. One of my favorite sniping positions on this map is the north balcony because it gives you an incredible view of path B. But I only recommend using this position if you have really good teammates, because a lot of players will push this area from the long hallway, which you have no sight of and won't know they're coming unless your teammate covers it. A little closer to the middle of the map near the stairs, hiding in this spot with the S12K is a great way to ambush your enemies. However, you should not use it too much because once your enemy is aware of it, it's easy to take you out. At the southern starting point, this is a really good point for using a Kar98 or an M416 with a 4x scope because it covers most of the western part of the map, allowing the rest of your team to secure just the backyard. So those are my favorite spots on the map. I do recommend using path B as a way of overcoming other enemy defensive positions, but I do not recommend trying to defend path B because holding the center of the map means your enemies can spawn anywhere around you. My recommendation, if you're good at holding positions, is try to form one of the positions I mentioned in the southern part of the map. And to be even more specific, my favorite defending position in the southern part of the map is to set up a sniper here, 1 guy here to support the sniper, and then 2 either at the backyard or area A behind cover. Finally, if you find yourself having to defend the northern part of the map, I recommend having 1 player here at the northwest stairs where you are hidden from the southern sniper, but you can still look down the long hallway. 1 at the northern balcony guarding path B, 1 here at area B to keep players from coming from area A, and then your last teammate helping whichever of those 3 points are the weakest. But as I said, defending the south side of the map is much easier than defending the north. And then lastly, most of my subscribers already know this, but in Team Deathmatch you can slide by hitting the crouch button while moving. This significantly reduces your hitbox and often throws off your enemy long enough for you to kill them. Well, that's it guys, hope that helps. Team Deathmatch is all about having really intense quick battles as a change up from the normal Battle Royale game mode. And this map specifically is the highest quality map PUBG has ever released. So bravo to PUBG for such an incredible update. Hope we get to see more of these awesome updates in the future. If you do not have PUBG downloaded right now, I have put links to where to download it in the pinned post and description of this video. I definitely recommend getting your friends together, forming a squad, and checking out this new map because they did a really good job. Also, remember that Time to Shine is going on right now. This is PUBG's effort to inspire gamers to stay passionate. Remember to vote for your favorite PUBG games in-game. The PIMCO preliminaries are November 23rd through 25th, and the global finals are November 29th through December 1st. Lastly, I want to thank PUBG for sponsoring this video because sponsors are the main way this channel makes money. Alright guys, I'll see you next time.